I just said I'm gonna record my video about Yehuda Heskalevowitz. Let me just spell his name. His name is Yehuda Haskelevich. From Reporter, the one that's internet stalking me. Like I've said, I've had a lot of bad internet stalkers, but he is the worst one I've had yet. I want to record another video about him because I want to provide proofs this time. Because I said a lot of things, but I didn't provide proof. I want to provide proof this time. He claims that something I said about him over Zoom was what caused him to start stalking me. That is not true. He's been stalking me for years. It started over the fact that I'm an ex-Muslim Jewish convert. And he's been basically stalking me for, I don't know if it's been years. I've at least known him like a year. But it's been a very, very long time, ever since I've known him. I don't know if I met him on WhatsApp or Facebook, but he's been bothering me for a very, very long time. And it started with him questioning my conversion, and then it turned into all kinds of other mishigas. He since then, when he came to Crown Heights, he threatened to come to my house late at night. He threatened to terrorize me on the street. He called it, he wanted to terrorize me. He said he wanted to yell at me on the street. He said he would be happy if someone would beat me up. He said that he was going to hang signs on me on Kingston Avenue. None of this happened, but he did say these things. He's threatened to report my social media accounts. He's threatened to contact businesses in Crown Heights and have me banned from going there. He's supported people like Yochanan Avraham, who has internet harassed me. He's contacted Muslims who have written bad things on me, who have Instagram accounts that hate Jews. On his Instagram accounts, it's like, kill the Jews, Jews are horrible, Jews are awful, and he supports these Muslims just because they hate me, because I called them out on their anti-Semitism. I started a petition against the group they support because it was anti-Semitic. So I'm just going to provide some proof for some of the stuff he's done since I'm calling him out, okay? First of all, one of the things he did, he makes up all kinds of lies about me, okay? So first of all, one of the things he did was he said that the Beis Din, talked about me. So he made up this really, really strange story about the Beis Din saying stuff about me, which he slandered the Beis Din, saying that the Beis Din was gossiping about community members. So I'm going to play that voice note that he made. Okay, he's also known as From Reporter, just in case anybody is wondering. And I asked the Roberts about him, and they said that he's very problematic. He got lost a long time ago. He lost his way, and to avoid him and block him on all things. So I blocked him on every social media outlet, but he finds me. And unfortunately, we're in WhatsApp groups together. So let me play that voice note.
Rabbi Bryan told me that she gets unemployment and she's a sick woman, and actually it was someone in Rabbi Bryan's office. Let's not say Rabbi Bryan because he's going to start giving him a hard time. The child out of wedlock, she said herself, and I'll pull up the voice note right away. I got a list of voice notes. I'm working extra hard for everybody to keep this woman out of the way. Keep her in this group so she doesn't go in anyone else's group.
Now, first of all, the Beis Din's office doesn't know anything about my finances, and I don't think they gossip about people. And yeah, so that's what he was slandering the Beis Din's office about. Okay, now a rabbi told him in Crown Heights that I am halakhically Jewish, and I'm going to go ahead and show proof of that. Let me play that voice note. Let me find that voice note. And then he continued to say that I wasn't Jewish after that. I'm going to, and then the rabbi also rebuked him. Let me play that voice note.
You went from being a Chanyokta Oliterenik that was Reid of Shalom. You weren't just an Eye of Shalom. I remember you were a pursuer of peace when you were in Florence with me that summer. Go around cutting deals and resolving conflicts. You were a Reid of Shalom, and now you're looking into somebody's conversion. Now, let me tell you like this. Listen, that she has a right to privacy, especially when it comes to conversion. And I don't think it's appropriate to look into somebody's conversion like this, unless, of course, there was a shidduch. If you were looking to marry the person, then we would say it's appropriate to look into their conversion. Otherwise, I don't see why it's appropriate, but I'm confident that she has an halachic conversion. And I know at the time it was confirmed by one of the local shuls, by people that I trust. And I think that you should go back to your old self, have some self-reflection, and say, is it really worth it? Let's move on with life, and let's the world, we're living in a pandemic. Who has time for this pettiness, Chatske? All right, listen, what can I say? Chaim Levracha.
Rabbi basically told him about halakha conversion, but still after that he continued to carry on. Let me see. Let me find the voice note. Let me find it. Well, then it'll take me a minute. I'll find it. Hold on. Okay, here it is. So basically, he continued to say that I wasn't converted, even after the rabbi said that I was. He continues on with this stuff.
Just so you know, Andrea never got any conversions. It's not like she went to Reform or Conservative or Liberals who were more easy and then gave her a conversion, because Jewish values for liberals are you can't be hateful and you can't do lashon hara, and you certainly can't make up things. You can't be delusional, like she says she knows me for 5 years, or she denied inviting me for coffee. And you have to be a good Gentile in order to be a good Jew. Andrea is not a good Gentile. That's why she can't be a good, she can't be converted and be a good Jew, because you have to first be a good person.
I don't remember ever inviting him for coffee. Maybe that happened while I thought he was a good person. Maybe when I was first introduced to him. But I don't remember that happening. But I'm not saying it didn't happen, because maybe I heard of him at one point and I thought maybe he was a good person and I was fooled, and maybe that happened, but I don't remember that happening. I'm not saying it didn't, but he hasn't provided any proof of that, so I doubt it did. Okay, so here is voice notes of actions he was going to take when he came in Crown Heights. This is threats he made about when he was going to come in Crown Heights. Okay, all right.
So basically, me and Yochanan are coming to Crown Heights, and we're going to look around, because she lies a lot, so we have to catch her on all the lies. She usually lies 80% of the time, which nobody expects and suspects that a person could lie that much. Because everybody has a level of self-respect that they'll lie, they'll throw in 30% lies. So she says the community is going to stand up for her against Yochanan and not allow him into Crown Heights. So number one, he's invited to my big sukkah party in Crown Heights. Andrea doesn't cook for anybody, and even if she did, I spoke to the Rabbanim in Crown Heights. They said we're not asking her about her Jewishness, but you're definitely not allowed to eat from anything that she cooked, because it's Bishul Akum. Because she worships many different, Akum is worshiping the stars. It's people who do Avodah Zarah. So she's not just like a Christian. It would be a half a problem if the Christian is just keeping 7 mitzvahs. It's not like actual idolatry. And we're going to repost the signs that was already around Kingston and Montgomery and Kingston and Eastern Parkway about the picture of her and the accusations against her and the accusations that she made against others, so people understand that this is not an innocent woman. This is not a good-hearted person. This is a cruel person that is playing victim, which nobody catches on quick enough. But it takes about 60 seconds to explain to people the syndrome that she has, that she plays victim when she's the cruel person attacking people. And I'm waiting that she should just leave me alone already. I want her to just leave me alone.
Okay, again, he slanders the Beis Din and lies about them and says they're talking about me, which they haven't been. And he says he wants me to leave him alone, but he's constantly bothering me and stalking me and harassing me on Facebook and WhatsApp. Okay. Another voice note from him.
So Andrea asked Rabbi Bruin's office about the shirt. If the shirt off on Zoom or maybe it would Poteach, one of us. I didn't get it clear. So Bruin said, yeah, 100% that you should be uncomfortable with it. I don't know if he said you should be protesting and harassing, but she called Yankel Berman from the head of Crown Heights, Badako, to say that she is not sleeping at night. She's worried about me or this other guy, Yochanan. She's trying to. She literally tried to boycott us from coming to Crown Heights. That I know clearly, because I saw that. I saw that sneaky attempt. I'm going to have the community protect me. So she's very tricky, very tricky. Like as if we're In other words, you can't come to Crown Heights because I have a disagreement with you or something. So, but that's that. So Yankel Berman told her he's not so dangerous. I know him for 20 years, and I don't think Yankel's right, because no one knows what's inside a person. If you tickle a person the wrong way and you really piss a person off, I definitely, if she got bashed in the face by someone for leaving a false review on their business, how could I have rahmanis? How could I have empathy on her? Of course, if she's a woman that gets herself into such problems, it's very sad for her. But but the reaction is very natural. Bash! Boom! So I said to Yank, what do you mean? That, if I could get away with it, if it was legal, there are things that are legal, like yelling at her on the street. But then screaming loud at what she did wrong, all the stuff. Did you diss the Apple drugs? Did you remove the false review on Apple drugs? Did you? And yell at her. Make her, whatever it takes. So anyway, and he's going to make a deal. Yankel Berman's going to make a deal with her. If you don't comment on him, he won't comment. What kind of deal? You tell the lady, listen, the guy at the Chatzkelevich is crazy. He's dangerous. How did he find you, Andrea? How did he was looking for a victim. How did he find you? You should have been hiding. Hide. Now this guy's on your case. You crazy? He's going to do everything legal to ruin your life. She said she lost sleep. That's exactly the goal. She said that she had 2 nights of lost sleep. That's exactly the goal here. The only language she understands is pressure. When I asked her, why did you do that to me? Why did you do such a thing? Why did you write these nasty comments on a video about Schaefer? People didn't even know who I was. Why did you do that? She had no answer. The only language she deserves and she understands and responds to, the only appropriate answer to her is to terrorize her and to hurt her. Pain. The only thing she feels with her lack of empathy is pain.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit of a creepy voice note there. So, yeah. That's really creepy. So, I don't even remember the beginning of it because I was so caught up in the end of it. Whatever he said is a complete lie. Oh, I remember it. I can't ban anybody from coming to Crown Heights, and I don't think I can ban anybody from coming to Crown Heights. So that's a complete not truth. He spreads all kinds of not truths about me on WhatsApp, as you can see. Yeah, so that's just some of it. He's trying to get all my social media accounts banned. Yeah, he's trying to do all kinds of things to me. So that's just an example of what's going on. Yeah, that's just some proof. So I want to re-record the video and give proof this time. So yeah, there you have it. That's what's going on with that guy. Really, really creepy stalking. There's some more voice notes that I'm not going to share because they're from groups. But yeah, he leaves tons of voice notes sharing his plans about all kinds of crazy stuff he's going to do. Yeah, it's really creepy stalking. Like I said, I've been stalked before on the internet, but it's out of control what he's doing. And he's willing to forfeit benefits, or at least not benefits, friendships, or at least put them in jeopardy to get at me. He's willing to support people who are awful as long as they're against me. He's willing to go to any means, any lengths to try to hurt me or discredit me. This guy is so obsessed with me. He talks about me for hours and hours and hours on social media. The obsession is just, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. He just spends so much time and energy on me. It's absolutely crazy. Just unbelievable. Really, really crazy. And I did say this in the other video, and I'll say it here. A lot of Jews put down Christians and Muslims, but like I never got treated this way as a Christian and Muslim. And people say sometimes that I get bullied because I'm outspoken and because you know, like I say certain things. But the thing is, I believe if I was a born Jew and I wasn't an ex-Muslim, I would not be bullied the way I am. I could say the exact same things, but as an ex-Muslim and as a convert, people bully me for the things I say. If I was a born Jew and I was saying the exact same things, I wouldn't be as scrutinized for what I say. Because it starts with you're an ex-Muslim Jewish convert. It's always about, it always comes back to the conversion. It always comes back to being an ex-Muslim, and it always starts with that. And it always ends with that. So yeah, that's always part of the discussion.